Yeah, hello everybody. HBK introduced digital force sensors with IO-Link interface into the market a while ago. And this webinar is about why this technology will help you to save costs in your production, in your assembly line. First of all, what is new? Historically, we did work with sensors and signal conditioners, which amplified the tiny signal from the force sensors. Both were connected by a measuring cable to get the signals into our PLC or SCADA system. So we had all over three components. We had a sensor, we had a cable, and we had a signal conditioner. Our smart sensors with IO-Link interface do the same thing, but they are just one device. So sensing element and amplifier system is all in one housing, in one system, and the interface is currently IO-Link as mentioned before. IO-Link is a system for the field level, and the IO-Link devices are connected via cheap M12 cables to so-called IO-Link masters, which are the gateways from the field level, from the sensors, or it could be an actuator as well, to the PLC field bus system. IO-Link is defined in certain standards, so it is not an HBK invitation, it's standardized on an international base, and it's a quite cost-effective way to connect field devices to a control system. So, if you talk about the costs of a force measurement chain, you have to keep an eye on 3 points. First of all, you have to invest into hardware. You need to buy a sensor, a signal conditioner cable, or whatever. Second thing is, and very often forgotten, that you got a certain setup process. So you need to mount the sensor into your assembly line, into your production line, into your test rig, wherever it ends. And finally, it is really recommended to have a calibration from time to time. All of these factors are initiate costs. And now let's have a look about the difference between the old world and the new world. If we talk about hardware, traditional measurement chain consists of a sensor, the sensor cable, the amplifier, and if you have the cabinet system, you need also a certain space in the cabinet. And if you compare that directly with the new smart sensors, you can see you just have to buy the sensor. The cable is much, much cheaper. It is a standard M12 cable, not a special bridge measurement cable. And the only thing you need is one port in the IO-Link masters. And normally IO-Link masters have more than one port. We're talking about 8 ports. So cost saving is massive due to the cable, due to the fact that you do not need any space in the cabinet, and due to the fact that the sensor and the amplifier system in one housing is much more cost effective than separate components. Second thing is the setup process. And if you go to the old world, the mechanical mounting is required. So that's anyhow required with the smart sensors as well. But then you have to do the electrical connection. Maybe you have to solder a plug or have to crimp something. And at least you need to do the setup process. You need to talk to your instrument and tell him, well, this is the rated output, this is the capacity, and finally you have to connect the instrument to your control system. And if you're unlucky, you have to do some parameterization there as well. With the new world, it's quite easy. The sensors come along as calibrated measurement chains. So as soon as you connect them to an IO-Link master, you will have correct values in newtons. You do not need to do any setup process. That means, by the way, you cannot do any errors there, but that saves a lot of working time in your facility. And this is the main reason why the smart sensors are much more cost effective with the setup process in comparison with the old world. Electrical wise, the only thing you have to do is to take an M12 cable and connect the smart sensor to the IO-Link master. And finally, we have to take care for the calibration process. If you have a traditional measurement chain, you normally have 2 calibrations. You can have a measurement calibration as well. But then the relation between the sensor and the input channel in your system is fixed. That's an important thing to consider. Normally, you do the calibration of the sensor and a second calibration process of the instrument. In the new world, it's easier. The sensor and the instrument is one piece. It is one unit, and therefore only one calibration process is required. And the price for that calibration process as HBK is strictly the same like the calibration of a passive sensor. You can see the cost effects coming from the investment, from the setup process, and finally from the maintenance effort, from the calibration effort as you have as well. In all three parts, you will save real money with the new digital HBK smart sensors. Thank you for listening. If you need more information, please visit us on hbkworld.com. If you type in smart sensors there, you get a lot of white papers and videos that bring you further information. Thank you.